You receive a letter from your HOA. It says your trash cans can't be visible from the street, your basketball hoop has to be moved, or your fence color isn't approved. Your first reaction might be, can they really tell me what to do? When it comes to HOA rules, homeowners often fall into one of two camps. Some believe the HOA can do anything it wants. Others believe the HOA has no real authority at all. In reality, neither is true. HOA authority isn't unlimited, but it isn't imaginary either. Most HOA authority comes from documents that govern the community. When someone buys a home in an HOA, those documents become part of the purchase. They're usually recorded with the county and legally binding on every owner in the community. That's where the authority comes from, not from the board itself. Not all rules carry the same weight. Think of HOA authority as a hierarchy. State law sits at the top. It governs what an HOA can and cannot do regardless of what the documents say. Below that is the declaration, also known as the CC&Rs, which establishes the community's core rules. Then come the bylaws, which govern how the association itself operates. And finally, day-to-day rules and policies, which fill in the details. Each level must be consistent with the one above it. Most HOAs regulate things that affect the appearance, maintenance, or operation of the community. That can include landscaping standards, exterior paint colors, parking rules, architectural changes, like additions, fences, or outbuildings, and the use of common areas like pools, clubhouses, or walkways. Whether you agree with every rule or not, these are the areas where HOAs typically have authority. An HOA's authority is not unlimited. Associations generally cannot ignore state law. Any rule that conflicts with state statute is unenforceable. They cannot override federal protections. They typically cannot enforce rules that were never properly adopted through the required process. And selective enforcement, applying rules inconsistently to different homeowners, is a recognized legal issue in many states. If you believe a rule or an enforcement action is improper, that's worth looking into further. Whether you agree with every rule or not, most HOA rules are designed to support shared community standards. The goal is usually consistency, safety, maintenance, and protecting the shared investment all owners have in the community. A community where everyone follows the same standards tends to look and function differently than one where there are no shared expectations. Not every rule achieves that goal, but most communities adopt them for a reason. If you receive a violation notice, don't assume the HOA is automatically right, but don't assume it's automatically wrong either. Start by reading the governing documents and finding the specific rule being cited. Review the notice carefully and understand what you're being asked to do. Attend a board meeting if the issue isn't resolved, and learn what appeal or hearing options may be available to you. Most governing documents include a process for homeowners to contest enforcement actions. So can your HOA really tell you what to do? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. The answer depends on state law, what your governing documents say, and the specific issue involved. The most important thing isn't guessing. It's understanding the authority that applies to your community and where its limits are. The more you understand how HOA authority works, the fewer surprises you'll face as a homeowner, and the better prepared you'll be when questions or disagreements arise. If you found this helpful, subscribe to Community Living for more practical HOA education, and check out our other videos on HOA fines, board membership, and HOA finances. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.